Picture this, it's a typical Tuesday, and I'm sitting at my desk, going through my financials. Then, bam! A $90,000 loss hits me like a freight train. The numbers on the screen seem to blur, the room spins, and a sense of disbelief washes over me. This wasn't just a minor bump in the road. This was a sinkhole swallowing up a significant chunk of my hard-earned savings. The feeling was akin to being on a high-speed roller coaster that had just taken a sudden, steep plunge. My heart was racing, my palms were sweaty, and my mind was in a state of turmoil. I thought I had everything under control. I thought I had planned for every contingency. But life, as it often does, threw a curveball. The reality was harsh and unforgiving. I was staring at a $90,000 loss, and the gravity of the situation was sinking in. The aftermath was a whirlwind of emotions. There was shock, there was anger, and there was a deep sense of regret. Could I have done something differently? Was there a misstep I had overlooked? The questions swirled in my mind, each one a stinging reminder of the setback. I felt defeated. I felt like I had been knocked down and left to pick up the pieces of a shattered dream. But amidst the chaos, there was a glimmer of resolve. A tiny spark that refused to be extinguished. The hours turned into days, and the days into a week. Each day was a battle against the overwhelming feeling of defeat. But with each passing day, the resolve grew stronger. I knew I couldn't let this setback define me. I had to pick myself up, dust myself off, and start again. In the face of such a setback, I felt lost. But little did I know this was just the beginning of a wild journey. Licking my wounds, I realized I had two choices: wallow in self-pity or get back on the horse and try again. In the grand scheme of life, it's not the setbacks that define us, but how we choose to react to them. The choice was clear: embrace defeat or rise to the challenge. I chose the latter. I decided to take action, but not just any action, calculated action. I knew I couldn't afford to make the same mistakes again. I needed a strategy, a roadmap to success. It was time for a deep dive into the world of brainstorming. I questioned everything, every decision that led to this point. I needed to identify what went wrong, where I faltered. The process was grueling, no doubt about it. It was a journey of self-discovery, of acceptance, of coming to terms with my failures. But it was also a journey of learning and growth. I knew I had to push through, to persevere. I had to turn my setback into a comeback. Slowly, a plan started to form. I identified my weaknesses and turned them into strengths. I recognized the missteps and vowed to learn from them. I analyzed the market, studied the trends, and sought advice from mentors. I was relentless, leaving no stone unturned. As the plan solidified, I felt a spark of hope, a glimmer of possibility in the sea of despair. I was ready to implement my recovery strategy. It was time to take the leap, to put my plan into action. This was my turning point. The moment I decided to turn adversity into opportunity, the moment I chose resilience over defeat, the moment I chose to fight, I chose to rise from the ashes. And that's when things started to change. Fast forward to 3 weeks later, I'm about to make a pivotal decision that will turn my financial world upside down. There are moments in life when the stakes are high and the pressure is on. This was one of those moments. The decision I was about to make was not just another business move. It was a game changer, a defining moment that had the potential to alter the course of my financial journey. The idea was simple yet innovative, daring yet calculated. It was a strategy that I had meticulously crafted. A plan that was a product of countless sleepless nights and relentless brainstorming sessions. It was a leap of faith, a bold move that required me to step outside my comfort zone and challenge the status quo. As I was about to make this decision, my heart was pounding, my palms were sweaty, and my mind was racing. It was a cocktail of excitement, anticipation, and a fair dose of fear. But beneath all that anxiety, there was a glimmer of hope, a spark of determination, and a belief in my ability to turn things around. And then I made the leap. I executed the plan, hit the metaphorical go button, and waited for the results to come in. The initial response was overwhelming. The numbers started to climb, the figures started to roll in, and before I knew it, I had reached the $240K mark. The feeling was surreal, a sense of elation mixed with a dash of disbelief. But as the dust settled and the reality sank in, it was clear that this was not a fluke. This was not luck. It was a result of a well-thought-out strategy, a calculated risk, and above all, a testament to the power of resilience and determination. And just like that, I had not only recovered my $90K loss, but I was also sitting on a profit of $150K. This was the game-changing moment, the pivotal decision that set me on the path to success. It was a testament to the fact that setbacks are indeed setups for comebacks, and every cloud does have a silver lining. As I looked at my new financial status, I couldn't help but reflect on the journey I had just been through. A journey that felt like a roller coaster ride, with dramatic lows and exhilarating highs. A journey that started with a crushing setback and ended with an unexpected victory. In the moments of despair, I learned the value of resilience. I discovered that defeat wasn't the end of the world. It was just a stepping stone on the path to success. When I lost those $90,000, it felt like I was plunging into an abyss. But that abyss turned out to be the launch pad for my comeback. As I grappled with the challenge, I found that adversity has a way of sharpening one's focus. It forces you to strip away the non-essentials and zero in on what truly matters. I had to rethink my strategies, reassess my priorities, and take calculated risks. And in the process, I learned that the key to success lies in adaptability and innovation. The journey also taught me the importance of taking massive action. It's one thing to have a game plan, but it's quite another to execute it with unwavering determination. I learned that in the face of adversity, you have two choices. You can either let the setback defeat you, or you can rise above it and fight back. And I chose the latter. But perhaps the most valuable lesson I learned was about personal growth. I realized that, in the grand scheme of things, the financial gains and losses are secondary. What truly matters is the person you become in the process. The setbacks and comebacks, the failures and victories, they all contribute to your growth. They shape you, mold you, and ultimately define you. And so, as I basked in the glow of my newfound success, I realized that the journey was worth every twist and turn. It was more than just a financial win. It was a testament to the power of resilience and determination. It was a story of personal growth and transformation. And it was a reminder that no matter how steep the climb, the view from the top is always worth it. So there you have it. From a $90,000 loss to a $240,000 gain in just 3 weeks. It's not about the fall. It's about how you rise that truly defines you. Just as I turned my setback into a comeback, so can you. You are capable, you are resilient. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories. Catch you in the next one.